Against Human Trafficking. You guys are in store for a great show. You guys excited? Cool. Okay, well, I'm not going to be part of the show. We're going to keep this moving, but before we get started, I need to introduce the person responsible for Freedom for All, the organization, and why we're all here to raise money to stop human trafficking. Yeah. She's the former CEO of Ford Modeling Agency and the CEO of Freedom for All. Let's, guys, give a big round of applause for Katie Ford.
The star of the show. I'm very grateful to Eugenia and the other comedians who are performing to benefit Freedom for All. In the same way that I counseled models at Ford, I counsel survivors of human trafficking today. There are 50 million people, 50 million. That is more than the population of Canada. Imagine everybody in Canada being enslaved. We work in several countries with 10 organizations, and it's an honor to work with the survivors, as it was an honor to work with our models, and I thank you so much, Eugenia, and the other models who are doing this. Thank you.
Did you miss me? That was short and sweet, and we're going to get this show started. Is everyone doing good? Everyone have what they want? Everyone seated? Yeah. We're going to leave a little bit more enthusiasm than that. Yeah? Sure? Okay. We're going to bring your host up. Are we ready? No? Yes? Okay, cool. Let's give it up for your host for the evening. Let's give a big round of applause for Nick.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh my God, you're all so ugly. Oh, ew. Guys, make some noise for yourselves. This is an amazing cause. Yeah. Making a difference by being hot. Isn't that cool? Yeah. They said it wasn't possible. You guys all looked in the mirror this morning. You're like, I'm gonna fucking change the world.
Which you are.
What's that?
Which you are.
Oh, stop. I'm not a model. It's a coincidence that I'm just fucking Giga Chad. It's a just total coincidence. It's a ironic way to stop human trafficking, right? Get all the youngest, most beautiful people you know in one place. This is like a human trafficking trap. Is what this is. Nice, man. It's good to see you guys. Good to be here. My name is Nick Callis. I come from a big Greek family, which is like a small Italian family. We got similar beliefs and traditions and values. You know, a lot of guys who wax their eyebrows and women who grow mustaches. Just a lot of the right hair on the wrong people. You know? I'm from Jersey. Anybody from Jersey? Woo! Yeah. Yeah, we're here. So, you know. It's funny to see who's the models and who's not. Because some of you guys are sitting like deer, and then there's this guy who's like... Yeah, man, I'm from Jersey. I grew up around a lot of like Italian bros. You know what I mean? Just fucking Italian bros, dudes who all raised by single moms. And that does something to you. If you're raised by a single mom, it automatically makes you argumentative. because there's nobody in the house to stop you. It's just you, just a fucking Italian bro, just started working out at 7 years old at these nice fancy, I call them Korea teenagers, just these jacked kids, apple juice heads, and they can't be stopped. They can't be stopped in an argument because there's no man in the house. Her mom's like, you need to vacuum because a relative you've never heard of is coming over. The kid's like, screw you, Mom, I'm not vacuuming. And there's no guy to be like, hey, I fuck her, be quiet. You better behave. So all my roommates and all my friends, my roommates are all like these Italian bros from New Jersey, and they are so dramatic. They argue so dramatically over the least dramatic things, and they put their whole body into it when they argue. They look like they're trying to dodge your argument and poke a hole in yours when they go in on you. You can't beat these guys in an argument. They're too dramatic. This is an actual argument that I had with my roommate this week, okay? Can we dim the lights? Perfect. So, yo, who put the knives face down in the dishwasher? Yo, who put the knives upside down in the dishwasher? All the forks and the spoons are face up. That's why they're clean, because the water comes from the top. So when you put the knife face down, upside down in the dishwasher, it doesn't get clean. Why would you do that? Just in case? Just in case what? Somebody slips and falls. Who's gonna fall on that and die? If that happens, you deserve it. Who put it upside down? We're just going to put things upside down? We're just going to do everything upside down now? Okay, let's have this argument upside down then, since we're just doing random things upside down now, okay? Let's do keg stands upside down so that when we drink, we don't get fucked up as quick because it's happening all slow and it's basically right side up. Let's fuck girls upside down so that they're on top so that they get to come and we don't. Let's just turn the whole planet upside down so that if you dig a hole to China, you end up in North Pole and then Santa Claus is a communist. Let's do that. Do you know how dumb you look right now, dude? All right, stop it. That's fine, stop it. You guys are loose up. You guys are having fun. You guys having fun? Oh, stop. You guys do yoga? You do? Who doesn't? This guy? You don't do yoga? Here, I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a yoga tip. First thing you want to do is you want to be raised by a single mom with no man in the household to stop you from expressing yourself in extremely feminine ways. And then step 2 for the position, you're really going to get deep if you have 2 brothers with real jobs. Yeah, you want to be a middle child. And that's going to allow you to just really need attention. And then you will be able to get way deep. I'm so poor. I'm so broke. I'm so broke, dude. I have 3 roommates. Yeah. Did you hear a woman go, ew? It wasn't even her mouth. It was her vagina. Just went, ew. Just dried up. I live with three strangers. You know who else lives with 3 strangers? Prisoners. People in jail live with 3 strangers. Just 4 men in a box that are all like, I need to shower before him. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's crazy, man. I got 3 roommates. I got 3 roommates. I'm so white. 2 of them are named Kevin. Let that sink in. I have 2 separate roommates named Kevin. Do you understand how embarrassing that is? You do, thanks. You're not wrong. To be lucky enough to get a girl to come back to my place and have to point out my 24-year-old roommate Kevin's bedroom and then repeat myself. You understand how mortifying that is to be showing somebody around the place? Like, yeah, this is my bedroom. This is my brother's bedroom. This is Kevin's bedroom. That's Kevin's bedroom. Why does Kevin have 2 bedrooms? Because Kevin has 2 bodies. Kevin has 2 souls. And she's like, well, don't you get confused? No. Because we call one Kevin tall Kevin, and one Kevin gay Kevin. But gay Kevin isn't gay, but Kevin, the second Kevin of the Kevins that I just mentioned, the Kevin to the left of the bedroom that has the Kevin, that Kevin's kind of short, but short Kevin felt kind of mean, and tall Kevin's pretty new, so we switched short Kevin to Kevin 2, because Kevin 2 moved in June, and Kevin 1, well, he's actually Kevin 2, so Kevin tall is pretty true, and Kevin short is kind of gay, so he gets the bigger room, which is great for him, because it has more closet space. Stop. And then she's like, why do you live with so many Kevins? And I'm like, because every Kevin that I live with reduces our rent by $1,500. I'll live with 1,000 Kevins if I need to, dude. How many of you guys live in Manhattan? Quite a bit. Nice. So you know how small and shitty our apartments are? Yeah? Dude, you can't even open the bathroom door in my place without hitting the toilet. You can't shit in my place if you have knees. That's how bad it is. And yet, whenever somebody comes over, what's the first thing they say? Whenever they come over your Manhattan apartment, the first thing they say is, give me the tour. What do you mean? Yeah, sure, I'll give you the tour. Here, ready? That concludes our tour. That's our tour for the evening. I don't know what people expect when they ask me for the tour of my place. Like, I'm going to be like, yes, come with me to the garden.
Gaston, bring some tea. We have guests. We'll be in the West Courtyard.
The tour. Asking me for a tour of my Manhattan apartment is like asking me how much mileage my pogo stick gets. Thanks, one girl. I think the disconnect here is that y'all have nice fucking places. Because you get money for being hot. That's dope. How was work tonight? Well, I woke up, and then I hotly walked to work, and then they were like, just keep going, and then I just kept going. You know what I don't like about, when I do comedy, if it's good, people laugh, that's very rewarding. I don't like that when you go to like fashion shows, runway models, it's just people going, That's insane, dude. Some of the most attractive people on the planet. If you invited my friends to a runway show, they would be like, oh, fuck, dude! Everybody would be jerking off. The only reason that doesn't happen is because it's all gay guys. Just going, she's a little too fat. She weighs 13 pounds. All right, well, guess what, guys? I'm bringing up every person on this show tonight, so. Are you guys excited? You guys ready to start the show? Yeah? Great, good news. Well, guys, keep that energy, keep that applause going for this first comic. She's hilarious. She was just making a TikTok in the back. Guys, give it up for Eugenia Kuzmina, everybody. Make some noise. Keep it going.
I'm so hungry. It's okay. Not for food, not for food. For likes. Anybody can relate to that? Yeah, I just went to my therapist and she said the only things that matter are things that don't exist. Like Instagram likes, NFTs, AIs. So clap for you guys. Thank you, you made it. You're real. Thank you so much for supporting such a great cause. And I'm also really hungry for human rights and equal rights and peace. And I really want to try to do new jokes for this show. I really tried, but I didn't want to bomb because I'm Russian. But don't worry about it. For the purpose of the show, I'll be Ukrainian. Thank you. A lot of times people think that as a model I look down at them and judge them, but I always say it's not true. I don't judge you. I didn't even know you're there. That broke the ice? Okay, it's gonna get worse from here. Okay. I do a lot of charity events. Thank you, Katie, for it. Thank you guys for supporting Freedom for All. Like, I went to this, thank you. I went to this charity event last night, and the interviewer asked me how fashion helps charity, and I said, fashion helps by giving jobs to the children. Okay. Second laugh. Oh gosh, this is vodka, by the way. I'm Russian. Modeling is fun. Basically, you know, what should we talk about? Modeling, dating, Hollywood? What do you guys want to talk about? All of it? Dating? Okay, so everybody tells me dating is very hard, and I agree, it's so true. Who can agree with me that dating is very hard? Yeah. And especially when you're married. I wish it was a joke. It's not a joke. You know, everybody asks me how I get all of the shows with all these famous comedians, and I get it like I get all of the jobs. From modeling to Hollywood. I get it by working really hard, writing my material, auditioning, you know, starving, and also sleeping with the producer. I'm kidding, I don't ever audition. What do you think, Hollywood? It's okay. Don't worry about me. I know my husband personally. He runs the studio called Miramax. He loves doing me jokes about him too. Like he's totally on the jokes. Yeah. You know, the first time I came to LA, basically, you know, they told me, oh, you should like wear a really short skirt. You know, my manager said, you never have problems getting jobs. You wear a short skirt, go to Chateau Marmont. I never got any jobs. I got my husband. But then my manager's like, don't worry, you'll never have problems. You don't even have to audition. You just play Russian prostitutes. You play dead Russian prostitutes, models who get that, who become dead Russian prostitutes, or Swedish wives who get disillusioned with their husbands and become dead Russian prostitutes. But then Trump came along and he upgraded my career. Suddenly I became a spy. Thanks, I get to get my clothes wearing on. And like, it's a diversity in your career, you know? It's a big thing in Hollywood. So I used to get scripts and they say, I open them up and it's like, hello, I'm Olga. This is Svetlana, 2 for the price of 1. And like after Trump and now on, you know, I was like, I get my scripts. I'm like, oh my God, I get my script. And I'm like, I'm a spy. Hello, I'm Olga. This is Svetlana, 2 for the price of 1. I don't know. I'll leave you with this because we have an amazing lineup of comedians here. My biggest inspiration is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He proved that in America, if you look good, nobody cares what you're saying. But I still have hope to go to Mars. I think Elon Musk is an ET. It's Elon Tusk. All he's trying is to get home, and so do I. Don't export me, I'm an alien. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I love you. Thank you for coming to support the music.
Keep it going for her, everybody. Yeah. I love it. Guys, keep that energy rolling for your next comic. She's so funny. She plays all over town. Make some noise for Kate Herman, everybody.
Thank you, Nick. One named Nick. I could only be so lucky. Guys, I went all night without spilling or sitting on my white pants, and then I took 1 sip of water, so I didn't pee myself. That's it. So you have to call it out. Yeah, no, I modeled for most of my life. because nobody ever came up to me on the street and was like, you should be a scientist. Yeah. No, like, there's this stereotype, you know, that like models are dumb or whatever, but it's not true. It's just that modeling makes you feel dumb, right? Like, I went into an audition the other day for Face Wash, and it was just me and a camera operator and a metal bowl of water, right? And you just had to splash your face and come up with a smile over and over. So I was waterboarding myself. And then I left the room looking like a wet rat and feeling like an idiot, you know? There's another one for lotion. Same kind of room, except this time I'm just in my, like, bra and underwear because they make you check your dignity at the door. And I just had to rub my shoulder like I was putting lotion on, except there is no lotion. So I was just listening to the sound of my skin rub up against my own skin, creating a bruise because of my iron deficiency. Yeah, like, I don't know what else to do, you know? Like, my entire resume is just, like, a bunch of pictures of me, you know? And then, like, a list of special skills that I can't actually do. You know, like archery, figure skating, Excel. Like, my real special skill is just lying, right? Like, call me George Santos, you know, I'm fucking great, you know? Yeah. Like, there was a job a few months ago for this big jewelry company. We'll call them Cliffanies, and they needed a fencer, right? Like a sword fighting. And I had taken a fencing lesson when I was 9. And so when my agent asked for my fencing experience without hesitation, I was like, expert. Right hand. Like, what do you need me to Google? You know, like, I didn't do whatever. And so then I booked it, and I did, and I watched a million YouTube videos and became an expert, you know? And then I get there, and I'm fencing against a guy who won bronze in Rio. And I was like, phew, bronze, loser. Like, I had convinced myself that I was an expert, you know, and it's not really a lie if you believe it, right? You know? I don't know. I do love science, though. Like, did you guys know that we found the center of our fucking universe? Sagittarius A, baby. I love black holes, turns out. I watched a million documentaries on them today. I feel a little weird. It's a real time suck, those docs. I love a smart crowd. No, but it's like really fucking amazing to me, right? Like, it's amazing to me that we can find a black hole 500 million trillion light years away, right? And prove Einstein's theory of relativity. And then it's like, but it might rain this afternoon. You know, it seems a little nuts. My parents actually did send my sister and me to science camp when we were kids. They didn't know what to do with us, and they had jobs. So they were like, you're into this now. But my sister studied biology, and now she's a biologist. I studied geology, and now I can identify all of the rocks at rock bottom. Oh my God, I got all the stars, baby. Love a star. Yeah. No, it's cool that we're proud of her. We love her. She's great. She's like, you know, developing biofuel. I'm developing cirrhosis. She's got like 3 masters, and I'm just looking for one to sponsor my existence. But it was chill, though, you know? Thank you. you and me both, Dave. Or dude, you know, hey, I'll take it. It's chill, though, right? Like, we each had our own lanes, right? Like, we each had our own, like, things going, right? Like, she had academics, athletics, charisma, whatever. Like, I had a decently symmetrical face. So yeah, so we each had our own roles, right? But then this bitch, she did. She got harassed by one of her professors, right? And got this huge Me Too settlement. And I was like, but that's what I was gonna do. Like, that seems squarely in my jurisdiction, you know? I didn't know this whole time I'd been doing it wrong, right? Like, whenever I got sexually harassed, I just punch him in the face, you know? Like, I didn't know there was this whole, like, silent but deadly approach. It's like you stay silent now, sue later, retire early. Like, kill Surprise, fuck that one up too, you know? Like, yeah. I don't know. But, like, let me tell you, she's really outdone herself. Like, my sister's really, like, crossed the line now, you know? She's taken over. So, like, she's pregnant, right? Congratulations. Happy for you. Happy for you, Sister Tess. But guess what? The due date, no joke, my birthday. Like, can nothing be mine, right? Like, crazy. Like, when she told me I had an existential crisis, I fell into a black hole, and I was like, am I gonna die for the baby to be born? Like, I mean, crazy stuff. But then, like, this part's, like, so weird. Like, I was like, what am I? Like, am I in a TV show? Like, how is this happening? So, like, earlier last month, I went to Warsaw to deliver supplies for a certain army. Yeah. And I don't know, we're in a room of models, so I don't wanna, you know. And I was like the favorite kid for like a second. Like, my parents were like, wow, that's neat. And I was like, yeah, I do neat stuff, you know? Like, whatever, I'm a hero. Like, you know, shucks. But that lasted for like a few days because my sister is an environmental scientist on Maui. And I was like, really, bitch? You had to light a whole town on fire to get mom and dad to pay attention to you again? Like, really? Like, you can't just let me have a weekend, you know? Like, yeah, all right. All right. Yeah. No, she's approved, like, all of the jokes in this set, except that one. So, of course, I told it. But no, but she was like, Kate, like, don't say it. Like, I'm dealing with so many conspiracy theories right now. Like, I can't take any more things. And I was like, all right, fine. So I just have to say that my sister did not burn down Lahaina, right? Like, she didn't do it. It was obviously the Jews and their weather controlling devices. Yeah. LOL. Like, it's crazy, right? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. Is QAnon still a thing anymore? Like, are they still doing that stuff? That's nuts. They're so crazy. I miss them. No, the craziest thing that I heard them do was that they, like, had an auction, right? Who knows for what? And they auctioned off a baseball bat, like, signed by General Michael Flynn for $8,000. Like, $8,000. The man never played baseball. Like, $8,000 was Mickey Mantle's salary. You know, like, what the hell? Yeah. They should have had him sign a tennis racket because he's so good at getting served, you know? Yeah. Yeah. No, I love a racket. Like, when I was a young model, I figured out this scam because I didn't want to pay rent, right? So I'd live in these model apartments, and I'd just, like, bounce around from them, and I didn't pay rent for like a year and a half, and I scammed all around New York, I scammed all around Europe, and I thought I was a fucking genius because I was, you know, whatever. And I was like, this is the best. I found out about 6 months ago that I was human trafficked. I had no idea. I didn't know that's what that was. It turns out, yeah. And on a podcast where they record your realization. So yeah, that was fun. I thought I was a genius. Turns out I'm a victim. So take that, Tess. There's 2 of us now. Anyway, you guys, do you guys remember those idiots who would carry the tiki torches and be like, Jews will not replace us? Do you remember them? Yep. Yeah. I was like, no shit, robots will replace us. You know, like, idiots, right? Like, robots will take all of our jobs, right? Unless you work at CVS. Because I went in there the other day to get lotion, toothpaste, and a Red Bull, right? And I needed a human to come and unlock all of those things. Right? And then I went to the self-checkout thing, and I pissed that off, and it was like, someone is coming to assist you! And I was like, so embarrassing, so loud. Also, oh my God, a robot is calling for a human. Right? Like, CVS is the only job security left in America. Guys, thank you so much. I'm Kate Herman. Give it up for your host, Nick. Thank you, Eugenia.
Keep it going for her, huh? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody, guys, keep that energy rolling. You, Under Armour shirt guy, not a real shirt, not a real shirt. Also Fashion Week. Guys, keep that energy rolling, please. Let's hear it for your next comedian. She's so funny, man. I've seen her all over town. Make some noise for Tash Mose, everybody.
Thank you, Nick. Hi, guys. Hi. I'm Tash. I am from Denmark, obviously. Fun fact, in Denmark, this skin tone is actually pronounced dead at the scene. Now, I'm from Denmark. I grew up on a farm in a small Danish village with a population of 134. Yeah. Up 2 from last year, so. One of our cows had twins. And I have 2 older brothers. One is 10 years older, and the other is 20 years older. Yeah, I'm not sure what was supposed to happen. I think I might have been I'll just say it. I was a miracle. A miracle. Thank you. Thank you. Another miracle in here? What a magical room. Yeah. No, I love my parents. They're very sweet and supportive, but they're also very overprotective. When I told them that I wanted to move to Los Angeles, they were very against it, especially my mom. My mom said I wasn't tough enough for a big city like Los Angeles. She said, take it from me, sweetie. I have lived in Boise, Idaho. Yeah. But I did move, yeah. But I did move to Hollywood because I had a dream of being a rom-com movie star. That's right, yeah. I'm not afraid of admitting it. I love rom-coms. Right, ladies? Yeah. Sometimes we just want to watch a relatable movie like Bridget Jones or Gone Girl. And I was pretty lucky. I actually got discovered by a Hollywood talent agent pretty fast. She looked at me and said, wow, with your look, you're going to play the perfect drug addict. Drug addict, yeah. I think the reason I've played so many drug addicts is, as you can see, I'm very pale. People say I look like the Frozen girl. The woman they found dead in a freezer. It was on the news. But yeah, and then I started working as a model too, and then my life became really weird because some days I'd be on a movie set playing a drug addict, like, I haven't eaten in 3 days, does anyone have Coke? Right? Yeah. Or I'd walk a fashion show around all these glamorous, beautiful people who are like, I haven't eaten 3 days, does anyone have Coke? Thanks. But yeah, I've done runway. I have walked LA Fashion Week. Yeah. LA as in Louisiana. Louisiana is the new Milan. That is what the ad said on Craigslist. And you know, this week I came to New York to walk dogs. A dog walker, it's a job here. Yeah. So yeah, I go on model castings, and as you probably know, they often will line girls up on a row, and then the designer gets to pick who he wants. Kind of like a whorehouse. Yeah. This guy gets it. Sorry. Fashion designer among us? No, but fashion designers can be really mean. Once we were doing a bridal shoot, so we were all wearing bridal gowns, and the designer wanted all the girls super duper spray tanned, because as he said, pale girls don't get married. Fortunately. And I'm thinking of getting a spray tan again, you guys, because I am done playing junkie found dead. And I'm ready. I'm ready to play Paris Hilton found dead. Thank you. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, no, I did have one role where I was not a drug addict. Are you guys familiar with the show Curb Your Enthusiasm? Yeah, you are. So there's a scene where the lead character, Larry David, he's walking down the street, and then he tips over a bunch of bird scooters. And then I turn around, and I go, thank you. Okay, I was an extra, but still. Yeah. And as you know now, they're striking, so there's no jobs. My mom wanted me to move back on the farm. She's like, move home, honey. You'll never make it over there anyways. Oh. Thank you. No, but she says I never played any real roles. But before the strike, you guys, I was offered a real role by the TV show NCIS. Yeah, right? Thank you. Yeah. $2,000 for the role Naked Dead Prostitute. Number one. And I thought my parents would be so proud of me, but they were just really confused. My dad was like, I don't know about that kind of role, sweetie. That's but $2,000. I don't get it. Wouldn't it be cheaper for them to get a real hooker? Why do you know that, Dad? No, my dad was just joking. He was just joking. That's what I tell myself. And These were my jokes, so thank you so much if you like them.
Guys, one more time for her, huh? So funny. But before I brought her up, she leaned over to me and she was like, "Don't mention that I'm pale." I was like, what the fuck? Why would I do that? Can you imagine how crazy it would have been? I was like, guys, give it up for this pale woman. Give it up for her next translucent fucking invisible bitch. Give it up for her. I'm delighted to bring up your next comic. She's so funny. She works all the clubs around here. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one and only Sienna Hubert Ross, everybody!
Hello. How are we doing? Hold the applause. That's great. She looked amazing. I started my period on a megabus today, so different strokes for different folks. I discovered it when I stood up, and I was like, oh, what? That seat is red. That's crazy. Wow, a nice affluent audience. I love it. It's great. I feel so out of place. Yeah, any sugar daddies? Yeah? Okay. Punchline. What? These gorgeous ladies. Hi. Okay, that's great. Anyone gay in here? In the back? Oh, hell yeah, we got the gays in the back. Oh yeah, right where I like them. Okay. I recently realized I'm bisexual. Okay, it's okay. I love my white allies. Yes, you guys are great. The applaud. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's a massive deal for me personally. It's a huge deal. So I was a lesbian before, so I'm doing it a little different. I'm palate cleansing with the cock. It is quite no, you like it. It's quite fantastic. I have been missing out, sir. Woo! Cheers for cock, yeah! I was like a hardcore lesbian too. I was like, dyke for life, like scissor sister. No? Pop a squat on my face in the Subaru. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was a full-blown lesbian for 22 years, but the prayers worked. Okay. Yeah. She said, "What is that?" Yeah, they did work. My family, they literally prayed for me to start taking dick. They were like, "You will gargle in the name of Jesus." I was like, okay, I'm 12, but that's fine. I came out really young to a Black Christian family. They spoke tongues over me. Do you guys know what tongues are? Yeah, it's like that spiritual gibberish sounding language. I remember I was like 10 years old. I was in church. I was like, "I like pussy." And it was just like 10 Black women in my family just being like, "Blush and hush and we cast out the lesbianism in the name of Yahweh." And then it recently started to kick in. I just taken that dick. Only rich dick though, am I right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can clock 'em. Clock with connections. That's great. You guys are fun. I'm really close with my mom. She's like this little Christian lady, but she wants me with a guy so fucking bad that she's like overly supportive of my sexcapades with men. Like, as long as it has a dick, it can literally do no wrong at all. Okay, the bar is below hell. I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I went on a first date with this guy and we slept together on the first night." And she was like, "That's my girl." I was like, "Okay, well, he hit me." She was like, "That's life." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "He's literally only a convicted felon. She was like, gang, gang. I'm like, okay, I don't. She's glitching now. I love her. I just hooked up with this dude. Oh my God, he had the hugest nipples I had ever seen in my life. Like, they were so massive, they made me miss my mother. They, like, full on udders. I didn't even know it was possible. They were like National Geographic. Like, this is an areola, look at the grooves. I was like, I didn't know nipples had pores. And then, it's just a silly little bit. And then when he fucked me, he was like on top. And you know when guys like to be all cute, they're like, oh, you like this, and you like this. And I swear to God, his nipples were like borderline clapping together just for the occasion. And then he got like really close to my face, you know, when they try to like kiss you and sweat on you. And then it just like, for a second, like his nipple like fluttered past my lip to my nose and then into my mouth. And this man breastfed me. And I was like, back to my roots. Kind of liked it. New kink. I'm gonna take it dark. I just do dark humor. It's a room full of white people. Hell yeah. You like it? Okay, do you guys know the Boston Marathon bombing? Yes. We're well aware. Cool. This is my story. I went out with one of the bombers. This is not even a joke. It's actually crazy. So I'm from Boston. We know the thing that happened. There was a bombing that happened. There were two brothers that bombed. Yes, there was the old ugly dead brother, and then there was the young hot one, the boy who lived. That was Daddy. We went out, Jahar and me. He was my mom's best friend's son's best friend. So it was hot. I know, hard to believe. I was 13, he was 18. Not the worst thing he's done. Don't tighten up on me, it's my story, okay? My TED Talk. I was actually doing this bombing joke the other night, and there was this drunk white dude in the audience, just like wildly confused by the whole thing. He was like, whoa, 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 did you go out with him after it happened? I had to explain to this man, I was like, no, sir, I wasn't watching TV day of. Like, oh my God, what a bad boy. What a rebel, okay? He looks so hot hiding in that canoe. I gotta see what he's about, I gotta see. That'd be crazy. What if that did happen? Like, in that time period, I was on like my Razor scooter era, you know? Like if I rode my Razor scooter to the precinct and I was like, yo, can I see him? And the cops are like, sure. And then I talked to him, I'm like, yo, Jahar, baby, you're like really famous now. I always knew you were gonna blow up. And then he's like, baby, I'm finna get the death penalty. And I'm like, yo, baby, I feel that. I'm about to start freshman year, and I want to die. All right, we don't like that tag. That's fair. We actually did go out only 6 months before he did the thing, which isn't that crazy to go with the terrorist only 6 months before the terror. And he didn't even invite me. What? Imagine there's just like one black girl in Boston that knows the whole plan. Like, would anyone believe me? You guys watch out. he was obviously not a good guy. Okay, validate me. What? What? I will say though, like the bar is just so incredibly low, you know, for me, that in my 24 years of living thus far, he is still by far like the most like accomplished guy I've personally gone out with. I mean, he was really driven, you know, great at making plans and seeing them through. Paid attention to detail. Family man, what? Oh, and I realized my timeline isn't, yeah, so I was a lesbian, right? So I came out as a lesbian at 10 years old, and I had one childhood crush, one IRL childhood crush, and it was the Boston Marathon fucking bomber. So when it happened, my mom was like, we lost a real good contender that day. I'm like, I think we lost more. I have, what are they called? Like intrusive thoughts. You know, those like what if thoughts, you know, like what if I jumped in front of a train, right? What? Oh, no, I won't, don't worry. I just sometimes think like what would happen if we had dated, you know? Like I just know that I would have been way too toxic to let him get away with it, you know? I just believe that like domestic terrorists just need like toxic ass girlfriends, you know? Like, you're not getting a gun without me, baby, you know? I would have totally gone in the way of his relationship with his brother. I would have been like, it's gay how much time you spend with Tamerlan. I would have been like, where the fuck are you going? He would have been like, yo, baby, it's like a little marathon ting. He's Jamaican. And I would have been like, what's in the bag? What's in the bag? He would have been like, oh, baby, it's like a little crock pot situation. And I would have been like, okay, you're cheating on me with a bitch that cooks. And I would have saved the day. I have to get off the stage now because I was lit, but you guys were wonderful. Thank you so much.
Sienna, everybody! She could have saved those poor people in Boston, but she didn't. That's all I heard. That's all I got from that story. Not really an American patriot, if you ask me.
I'd have kept it going with that guy. What do you want to do this weekend?
Nothing.
That's really funny. That's crazy that dudes like
To have a mission, revenge for the Middle East,
and still be like, yo, I gotta get some pussy though. Like,
just like still be on the apps, like looking for updates from a leader in Afghanistan,
and still be like, oh, hang on, I got a Hinge notification.
Sienna, what was the last time you talked to him before it happened? 6 months?
Yeah. You had a Razor phone and a Razor scooter?
Only you had a regular razor.
Good.
What do you say, gang? Ready to keep this going? I love it. You're in for a treat. This next guy is performing for the first time, doing his first stand-up set ever. You guys get to see it. You're all here for it. So make some noise, guys. Keep it going right now. Give me some energy for the one and only Taras Romanoff. Everybody, make some noise!
How you guys doing tonight? We're over here arguing about how many minutes I'm gonna spend on stage because it's like what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes? What's the difference? It's my first time up here, and I just want to give a shout out to Eugenia. She called me over here. I saw this show was supporting human trafficking, which I think is like a super serious issue. and of course I support that. But by the way, did you guys notice I'm the only comedian to bring alcohol on stage tonight? Like, first one to bring a drink up here. I haven't been able to consume anything else this week. Fashion Week. No food for me, just drinks. This Fashion Week has been pretty wild. I don't know if you guys have been out. Have you guys gone out to Fashion Week? And so anything like that? Yeah. I just keep hearing shit show. It keeps like, that's the narrative of the week. Like everything's a shit show. I don't know. I didn't really prepare for this Fashion Week. I don't really know how New York is doing with that recently, but one of my good friends, who's my mentor, who's a music producer, told me to get on a diet to prepare. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I need to get shredded. So he told me about this watermelon diet, which I was like, watermelon? I haven't ate watermelon since I lived in Ukraine, which was like, since I was 5 years old. So I don't really eat watermelon too much, but he claims that this watermelon is supposed to make you shredded and also cure cancer.
Bring it on.
So he claims that this watermelon diet not only cures cancer, but it cures every other disease known to man. Like he's super obsessed with this watermelon diet, and I'm like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it for the week. Let's see what happens. So I started eating watermelon like the week before Fashion Week, and I guess I started noticing some improvements until the first day of Fashion Week happened. Drinks were involved. So once that happened, we got right back to the diner diet. So lots of diner food, chicken fingers, tacos, steak quesadillas. There's no more watermelon. It's completely gone. So it is what it is. So day 3 of Fashion Week, okay, back on the watermelon diet. Eating watermelon in the morning, looking pretty good. I don't know. I'm just like straggling around to meetings, castings, whatever. And then I just get roped into another fashion party. I don't know why that happens all the time, but the next day there was no more watermelon diet because it was like the day after I need to get like a good breakfast. I'm super hungover at that point. But yeah, I'm trying the watermelon diet thing again. I really want to see what it can do for me. I don't know. Yeah, it's been a weird Fashion Week for me. I haven't really gone to too many castings. I've been focusing on my music mostly, so I've been out of the game a little bit. I started pretty hot, but yeah, it's been kind of funny. I don't know. I'm looking forward to Paris later this month, but the one casting that I did manage to get was with this woman, Kelly Catrone. Does anybody know who that is in this room? Okay. All right, great. I had no idea who that was. I don't know the entertainment side of the industry, but I show up to this casting and it's like a total shit show. Remember I used that analogy earlier? Every single event, shit show. I show up there, like this whole room is crowded with like people wearing black jeans and black t-shirts. Here we go. An hour and a half later, I'm finally walking through the room to see Kelly. And somehow, like, I was standing at the position of the window, and it sort of just, like, hit my face or something, you know, when the lighting hits. Who takes Instagram photos in here? We know when the lighting hits. So the lighting was hitting my face or something, and then she walked right by me. She was like, wait a minute. Finally, there's a gorgeous guy here. I'm like, me? What do you mean? I'm, like, totally hungover. Again, I've been drinking every day. Fashion Week. So anyway, she goes, okay, yeah, this guy's totally hired. I'm like, what? I haven't been in fashion for a while, but aren't you supposed to like walk? There was none of that. She saw my face, she was like, all right, just hire the kid. Let's get all these guys out of here. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't know anything about the show. My agent set me up for this. He said it's a good paying job, whatever. I don't hear about this show 4 or 5 days of drinking and partying later. I guess my show was on a Monday. Sucks, but anyway, the night before that, I was eating watermelons preparing for this show. And, because, I wanted to be good looking, I guess. I don't know, that's what this industry entails. And I show up to the holding location, and I find out that it's this show that's sponsored by Anna Delvey. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? So I'm like, who the hell is this Anna Delvey, and why am I hearing like this sort of scandalous vibe? What the fuck is going on here? What did I get myself into? This is my only show of the week. Again, whatever. I could care less about it. But I show up there, I'm like, wait a minute. Why does this sound like it's some sort of played out like Netflix drama? I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. They put me in this Johnny Depp, like Edward Scissorhands pinstripe Al Capone suit. And like, I'm like, wait guys, is it too late for me to leave? Like, I don't want to get any bad publicity. I don't know what the hell this is. All the models are sitting around, they're all acting the show, whatever. We all jump on this bus. A party bus. I was like, wait, party bus? I've never done a show or anything with a party bus. Like, okay, it's a party bus. And this was like when the rain was downpouring, it was so dramatic. I'm in my look. I get on this bus, and all of a sudden there's stripper poles on this bus. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know, still have no idea. All the models load the bus. One of the assistants carries a whole bag of champagne bottles. I'm like, okay, all right, so we're gonna pop them after the show. All right, it's gonna be cool. Then he starts popping them on the bus. He's like, champagne spills all over my look. Literally like champagne on the suit that I'm supposed to walk the show or a presentation. I don't know what it is. I'm like, okay, well, fuck it, I might as well drink. Champagne involved. Fashion Week. Anyway, sitting on the bus, and Kelly jumps on the bus. We're just kind of having this weird back and forth, but I like to play music in my downtime. I'm a DJ, whatever, play music for people that want to listen to it. But she was playing something totally awful. I don't know what it was, something weird and not hip and not cool. I was like, Kelly, pass me the Bluetooth. I need to put something cool on. So I'm running through the bus. I'm like swinging on the stripper poles. Champagne is flying on my face. I'm like, okay, let me put some cool music on. Anyway, we pull up to the venue. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? We come outside the bus, and all of a sudden these cameras flash. It's this whole drama. It's this whole like wild experience. And I'm like, okay, finally, like enough of the bullshit. Let's get to the show. Let's get to the show. Like, I don't know, whatever. I want to walk. Anyway, we don't actually go to the runway, so to speak, even though it's a rooftop. We go to the pizza restaurant right next door. So now, after champagne, we're all eating pizza, like before the show. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, that was my experience, and I woke up.
Guys, give it up for him, huh? I'm just a messenger, guys. Damn. Hot dude. Very hot. Yeah. God, how hot is that guy, huh? That's I think half of being hot is just sounding a little tired. If you just sound kind of tired at the end of every sentence. All right, folks, we got more show for you, huh? Yeah? Oh, great. Man, this next comic, she's performed for the first time for you guys as well. But she's a lovely actress. She's done over 40 movies. You've seen her in Spencer Confidential on Netflix with Mark Wahlberg. Make some noise for the one and only Alexandra Vino, everybody!
last time I was with Kevin Durant. Just, usually you'd be going down on him, but he was so tall I had to go up on him. It's hot. Guys, I just want to do one thing real fast because Alice did this. So, I thought I would expose myself today. We did a whole joke down here, though, right? So I was at the gym today stretching, and this guy came up to me, and he's like, "Wow, you look like trouble." And I'm like, "Yeah? You look like a restraining order." So hot. That's what we have to go through, though, us ladies. Like, really, it's a lot. It's really a lot. I have cards, because, I'm not professional like these ladies. Professional at this, but not like this. One step at a time. Antoine! Oh my God, French photographer over here. He's amazing. The best of the best. So anyway, where was I? So my husband and I, we were happy for 10 years, and then we met. I'm just kidding. I don't have a husband, but it could be the same for my boyfriends. Truly, like usually when they first meet me, they're like, "Oh my God, she is too cute," and then they're like, "Oh my God, she's too much." Like I pack a lot into this little package. My doctor says something about like schizophrenia. I'm not sure. I am so happy to be here tonight, you guys. Let's give it up. Woo! This is such an amazing cause, and we have all these tall, gorgeous models, and then we have the fun size, and we have Katie Ford, she's out here. Hear it up for anti-human trafficking. Woo! Oh my God. You guys, I'm so blonde. Every time I hear anti-human trafficking, I'm thinking we're trafficking aliens. It's a thing right now. But honestly, it's like such a serious issue, which is why I'm not going to mention any of the jokes I wrote originally. Just trying to keep it clean. Well, maybe I'll just do the punchline to one of them because it was so good. It was like, you can take it for an N, a negative, or you could take it for a P, a printer, because I have the power to print money. My pussy prints money. Can anyone in here do that? Yeah. Only the women. And that's why the men want to keep us down. But that was like the end of a joke that I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it. What I meant to say was, I was in the back over there talking to some of the models, and I was like, "Wow, babe, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're a model of comedy." And she was like, "Wait, you think I'm a perfect comedian?" And I was like, no, you're a model and you do comedy." And she was like, "Oh my God, I thought like you meant like a model citizen." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, that too. Now where's the drugs?" Like, let's get to it. Come on. But really, that's the level of intellect that we're dealing with tonight. Look, I am no genius. For many years, I thought that capitalism meant texting in uppercase. I mean, if I got dementia, my IQ would go up. It's just fucked up. Dead serious. You ever have a cop pull you over, like just to ask you out? Yeah? Me too. I went out with him for a little while, actually. But then he turned into like just that guy that you just text once in a while. You know, the guy, ladies that you text once in a while, like when it's that time of the month, that time of the month when the rent is due. Like, come over, I miss you. Dun, 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 dun. I'm printing the money. Who's the prisoner now? Really? Come on. Hey, when I was struggling for money, I needed assistance. But now that I'm more successful and I don't need their money, guess what? I'm no longer horny. Isn't that funny how that works? It's like money and horny go hand in hand. Like your money in my left and your dick in my right. I'm not that coordinated with my left, so It sounds tragic, but you know, some people say like it's a flaw. Others say that's Hollywood. You know, it's an old age thing. When I tell people how old I am, I like taking this off in there. When I tell people how old I am, they're always surprised. Like my husband. He has no idea that I use Botox. He just thinks that like I'm still 25. That light back there really distracted me on that punchline. Maybe I left it somewhere at home. I don't know. Anyway, there are certain things that keep me looking young. Okay, so hydration. Like I love hydration. Hydration is king, and I eat organic. And the most important thing is I don't have any children. Yeah, I have a dog, a rescue Chihuahua. That is a mixed breed. You know, rescue Chihuahua. Does anyone in here have a rescue? Anyone? No? You guys, get with it. It's 2013. I mean, 2023. Shit, what did they put in my drink? I hope it was like a roofie because I love getting fucked more than fucking up. So, back to the Chihuahua. So no one has a rescue. All right. Fuck. It totally fucks my shit up. But
Jeff's got a rescue.
you have a rescue back there? Good. It really doesn't fuck my shit up. I was just looking to like waste a little time. But like no, most people rescue from a shelter. I rescued mine from a woman's purse. Poor round mess. God, now every single time that I'm walking down the street, I'm like, oh my God, why is my dog on that missing poster? Like, I have her. She's right here with me. It's so confusing. I'm almost done. I'm gonna be out here. I see the red light going. Here, I'll just skip all this shit. I'll just leave you with like one thought, okay? So all right, none of the Amish got COVID because none of them were exposed to the virus, the television.
One more time for her, huh? Yeah. Yeah, COVID's a myth, or whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, family. Are you guys excited? Because you should be. Your next comedian. You've seen her on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon as a subscriber. Make some noise for the one and only Dominica Van Santen, everybody.
Well, thanks for the applause. Give it up for all the comedians you have seen so far. And Eugenia putting this together. Oh, I'll look your side. But I think those applauses are more deserving for my mustache that I just waxed for you guys. Only for you, my New Yorkers, because if the show was in New Jersey, nope. Keep the mustache. Yes. Well, let's get it out of the way. I have an accent. Connecticut. Now, I'm actually half Dutch, half Venezuelan. And let me tell you, it gets really complicated. Because whenever I dance salsa, it's super loud with my wooden shoes. It's a problem. Yeah, I'm ready to make a confession. Hi, I'm Dominica, and I'm very attracted to guys that look like Jesus. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, my mom is always like, oh, you're so pretty, you should have a boyfriend. I'm like, you know what? The thing is that I've raised my standards so high. Like, I've made so many mistakes. I'm done, you know? I think at this point, literally, Jesus Christ has to come down and like, oh, Dominica, I'm ready to be your husband. Whoa, hold on a second. Jesus, by the way, thank you so much for coming, Jesus. I've been waiting to see you in person. A lot of people have said that you've been ghosting people, but it's fine. Yeah, a lot of fires on our planet Earth. You and I both know you're a 10 for me. But where are you taking me on our first date? I thought you were gonna say yes. Wine tasting experience? That makes sense. Yeah, I'll take it. You know what I want? I don't want a guy that's on his phone all the time. You know, I told my therapist, I don't want that, you know, and she said, go to the Renaissance Fair. So I did. I went. And I met a few guys, but didn't get anyone's phone numbers because no one had a phone. Yeah. I had a birthday recently, and I like getting older. I like it. It's fun, you know. Yes. You know, when you're a teenager, you know, you have a best friend. My bestie. Like, now my best friend is magnesium. More reliable. But my favorite thing that I've learned with getting older is I can recognize toxicity quickly. Boom. The only toxic thing I want in my life is Botox. Although I'm a little bit scared of overdoing it because I'm a realtor and I door knock, so I'm scared of like overdoing it and going like, hello. I'm Dominica. You're just a realtor. I like meeting people face to face. Because I want you to feel something, because I don't. Scary. Where are my Botox people at? No one wants to meet her, but yeah. Yeah, I've never done it. Sure. Getting older is good. You know, I actually have a solution for dating. You know, we should actually date like I do real estate. The first date is the first appointment. What is your FICO score? Are you ready for a 30-year commitment? And is your wife okay with this? I'm also a model. Been a model for a while, and I'm a model that can't flirt. I can't flirt. People don't believe it, but I went to Catholic school for 18 years, all girls. They taught us that if you breathe, you would get pregnant. Like that's how. Yeah, they didn't teach me. So I'm now like practicing how to flirt with guys, and I've heard eye contact is important. You know, so I'm using all my skills as a model and everything I've learned from TikTok. So I just look at him, then I just start conforming into a modeling pose. I know it's not working, and when he's like, "Are you okay?" Model poses are weird. Can we talk about this? They're weird. They're not sexy. Like, this says, "I want you right now." They're weird, you know? Like, you have all seen this one. You know, it's like the cool Urban Outfitters, like, catalog, or like, just like, I'm cool. I call it, I just got the vaccine. On this one, very popular in 2021. Just the model just standing. I call it unemployment. You'll relate, 2020, right? Oh, and this one. Always with a chair. That's kind of open, but I can't do it. This one is called I Need Vitamin D. Weird, man. Weird. And you have all seen this one. This is the most famous fashion pose ever existed. You've all seen it in every single magazine. I call it the reverse chicken. Well, thank you so much, guys, for listening.
Make some noise for her, huh? Ladies and germs, are you ready for your headliner this evening? Guys, your final comic of the night is so funny. She runs West Side. She just put out her hour special. Go check it out. Make some noise for Felicia Madison, everybody.
Okay, well, I was supposed to do 15 minutes, but since the only thing to get these models to stop, apparently, is the end of a runway. Okay, so I'm going to do 2. It's nice knowing you. I'm Felicia Madison. Bye. No, I'm excited. I'm excited finally to be able to do my fat jokes. No, seriously, usually I like do my fat jokes. I'm like, you're not fat. And I'm like, oh, you know where I'm from? If you get to be larger than a size 2, you get replaced. I'm from the Upper East Side. You should see the recycle bins, glass, paper, and size 8s. I got off stage one day and someone said to me, you're not a size 2, how come your husband didn't leave you? I'm like, first of all, fuck you. I'm like, I married a great guy. He would never leave me with half his money. So I struggle to lose. A lot of my friends on the Upper East Side are on Ozempic now to lose weight. Yeah, apparently there's a new epidemic on the Upper East Side. It's a new type of diabetes, type 1%. I mean, really, I would never admit to taking it. I do it the old-fashioned way. I try to exercise. I take SoulCycle. Anyone take a SoulCycle class? Yeah. This is if you don't know, this is what I like. You get on this bike, right, and you start pedaling, and they start yelling all these positive affirmations at you, like, go Felicia, we believe in you, you can do it. Like, I was not raised that way. I need them yelling, you lazy piece of shit, you'll never amount to anything, you'll never be as good as your brother, oh my God, this is such a good class. That didn't work. So my husband got me an exercise mirror. Yeah, I didn't sleep with him for a month. Don't ever get an exercise mirror, yeah. Do you guys know what an exercise mirror is? So it's this mirror, you put it on the wall, and there's this wicked bitch in there that like tells you what to do. She's like, move those hips harder, you gained a lot of weight. I'm like, Mom, is that you? So I showed my husband and I put that mirror on the ceiling. Now it criticizes him. Move those hips harder, you'll never be as good as your brother. Let's face it, the only way that mirror's gonna help me lose weight is if I put it on the coffee table. It's that or watermelon, apparently. I learned so much tonight. I learned that I've been putting my silverware in wrong all this time. Oh, God. Yeah, so I did film my special here. It's called 45 Years a Woman. It's the anniversary of my bat mitzvah. Don't do the math. Don't do it. I see you doing it. Don't do it. Yeah. Someone told me that title was really boring and I should come up with a different one. So now I'm going to call it Better Than Sex because I have a joke in it. The punchline's better than sex. You want to hear it? Yes. Watch the special. It's hard to be an older woman in comedy. I'm sure it's harder to be an older woman in modeling as well. No one's looking for the next Amy Schumer's mother. With my estrogen levels, I'm more likely to be the next Chuck Schumer. My friends are really encouraging. They say things to me like, Felicia, Phyllis Diller started when she was 40. And I'm like, that would make me feel better if I were 40. I got off stage and this guy walks up to me and he says, you know, no one wants to listen to a woman over 50. I'm like, you know what? You're sleeping on the couch tonight. This is my supportive husband. He actually said to me, don't take this the wrong way, but I think you've aged out of telling sex jokes on stage. Yeah, I'm like, you know what else I aged out of? Our prenup. But he has a point. You know, usually I get on stage and there's like, no one has kids, no one's married. The only thing I have in common are STDs. Because I have 3, 28, 25, and 21. Sexually transmitted dependence. They're just like STDs. They're annoying and irritating, and just when you think it's going away, it comes back. I have to try to relate to the young guys, and I'll be like, I can be your Mrs. Robinson. You're laughing. He's like, who's Mrs. Robinson? Side note, Anne Bancroft was 36 when she filmed that. So I can be Mrs. Robinson's mother. Get the young women come on stage and they complain about things like Plan B. Like, Plan B, it's so expensive, my boyfriend won't pay for it. I'm like, you better tell him to pay for it, because he's gonna be really upset when he finds out how expensive Plan A is. These women, what else can I tell you? Okay, you guys wanna go home, right? What can I leave you with? So I'm addicted to Ambien. I have to explain to the young people what Ambien is. I'm like, Ambien's what you take when your dreams don't come true. I love it when I tell people that. They always say the same thing to me. Have you tried melatonin? That's like saying to someone addicted to crack, have you tried tea? So I want to give it up for Katie Ford and for Eugenia who put this together. And our wonderful host. Hosting is the hardest job. It's really important. The other day, I was the only woman on the show, and the host introduced me like this. He said, and now for a little estrogen. I was like, oh my God, he thinks I still have estrogen. I'm Felicia Madison, thank you.
Felicia Madison, folks. The Queen. That is our show, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting a great cause. Thank you for supporting live comedy. Thank you for supporting Westside Comedy Club. Take care of the staff, please. They're the best. Get home safe. Eat something. I love you. Good night. Get home safe.